Good everyone. I started out to post this evening, but I owe it to the people who enjoy listening to me and give my analysis to the games that we watch right now every other night in the NBA playoffs, the conference finals, or Eastern and Western Conference. Is this your king? LeBron had an average game by his standards, by his lofty standards that he's established, that he's set throughout the playoffs. But in a pivotal game 5, he just didn't bring it. Neither did his team. Now, don't get it twisted. I mean, you would like to see them join, just because they came over your house for a cookout, they could have brought some refreshments. They went to the cookout, but they didn't bring any refreshments. LeBron had to provide the alcohol, and that just wasn't enough for everybody that came to the house. Now, Boston, very well coached. He threw the big white guy Baines out there. It's the kind of toughness for the Celtics. And they just look well prepared. I mean, and I struggle with teams, who don't do this on the road, but they come home and we going to get them. That's not championship caliber to me. So I picked Boston in 6 games going into this. So true championship caliber teams are able to close out a team on the road or at home. So I think Cleveland will go home in game 6. Game 7 will be a treat if it does go 7. But I just don't think they have enough. I think they might be drained mentally more than anything else. So, terribly disappointed about tonight's game. Terribly disappointed. But we always got tomorrow. Houston Golden State game 5. Houston's going to be electric. It's going to be the crowd's going to be jumping. Dreams are going to be courtside. And my boys, they might be somewhere where I can see them. And if y'all didn't know this, throw your boy E a deuce or something and laugh like y'all do. Like, this is for E. But it should be a great game. Couple things I want to touch on. One of my boys, my main cast, MJG, he liked my analysis of game 4. The Rockets won. He's a Rockets fan, and I gave my analysis as I always see it. And I know it's all fun when we go back and forth, but appreciate that, MJG. And then one of my other partners, RH, he made a statement in our group chat that the Rockets put the NBA on notice after winning game 4. My man, RH, they won 65 games during the regular season. The NBA was already on notice. They won the season series in the regular season, of course, with the Warriors, 2-1. Warriors got their rings first game of the season. Chris Paul and company won that game. So the NBA was on notice the day Chris Paul ended up in Houston. So this is no surprise what we saw last night. What the surprise was like I said, to a lesser degree. Part of that surprise was just the way Golden State, in the words of Bill Walton, let the show get ahead of the game. A couple of threes, and everybody wants to shoot threes. Kevin Durant shot a 3-pointer and hit the side of the rim. And he shot that over Chris Paul. Why are you 25 feet away when you got Chris Paul on you? I mean, little things like that, and I'm sure Steve Kerr is going to analyze this. He saw the writing on the wall early in the first quarter when it was 12-0. It was a lazy pass by Steph. Draymond wasn't focused. Layup by Houston. He calls a timeout real quick. A la Greg Popovich. He tried to get it in order early. They were up 12-0. We're down, I think, 7 or 8 at halftime. They did their patented third quarter burst. But as I was watching it, I said, yeah, this ain't over. And it wasn't, I think they scored 12, 14 points. You're talking about a team who's put up over 105 points throughout the playoffs and then the one game at home that can kind of send Rockets fans into a frenzy, you can't close the deal. They're still the defending champs. I expect them to bounce back with an outstanding game tomorrow night, as well as Houston. And like I just stated, Houston, don't let the show get ahead of the game. The crowd's going to be jumping. The adrenaline is going to be pumping for both teams, but they're going to have to dial it back a little bit. Just make sure you focus, take care of your business, and you can get a Game 6 in Golden State up 3-2. See y'all tomorrow.